All right there, kiddos. It's Programming with Mr. T. We are looking at the V5 software for VexCode V5 for Vex Robotics. Now, what we're going to look at on this program will be very straightforward and simple. We're going to set up a template. That's all we're going to do. And let me show you why I want you to set up a template and the kind of like the no-nos of what I don't want you to do. So if you were just to open up the VexCode V5, this is what you would see. And if you were to go to File with a new blocks project, it would pop up just like this. There's a lot of white space here. And the thing is, if you start it with just this right here, then there's nothing to help you move motors or anything else, because one of the problems that a lot of people ask is, Mr. T, I can't find the blue blocks. And I'm like, okay, what are the blue blocks? And they start trying to explain it to me. Well, it's how the motors go. Well, if you start with a template like I want you to, then we don't have to worry about that. But let's just say template is not available. You just started from here. So I would like you to go over to here and basically go to add a device. Now, if we look over here, we have looks. Haha, see what I did there. Now you have this lovely violet color over there. So we add a device and we'll add a motor. Let's just say we're going to put it in port 1 and we're just going to leave it as it is right there. Easy and simple. Oh my goodness, you just see that all of a sudden out of the blue, we get the blue. You see what I did there? Motion blocks. So here we are. Now, that's great. That's wonderful. And if you would like to go all the way down and see what other blocks are available, you're welcome to do so. But what if you go, oh my gosh, I lost my blocks? It's because you hit that button way down here. So just click it again and it goes right back to there. And same thing happens if you click this, you're like, oh my gosh, I lost that. Well, just click back on it and it will stay up for you. Okay, so let's go to set up a template. And I'll show you the other reason why. Because first off, I want you to have something to start every program off of. But I want you to be able to identify who you are, the project, etc. Well, let's just do that with the template. So I'm going to actually have you pull a sample program and then modify it. So there's no like adding a whole bunch of things. It's just modding a few things. So we'll do File. We're going to go to Open Examples. And we're going to go down to Clawbot Individual Motors. We don't want to do things that you actually have drive trains that control two things at once. We want to be able to control things individually. So this is the easiest way to do it. So I'm just going to discard the other project. And here's the first thing I want you to see. It shows right here, oh my gosh, look at this guy. I can put project in there. Let's say we're working on the test bed project. That's great. Okay, the author there. Oh, let me go down to here. Oh, there we are. That's Mr. T. Sweet. Created. You can say, if you look it down at the clock down there you go. It is that one. There we go. Configuration. Now, I will want you guys to be changing some of the configuration. So I know for a fact that I'm going to take out left motor and name it lefty, and I'm going to name the right motor righty. I'm just so used to Robot C programming that right motor and left motor are kind of frowned upon. So right now, and this is already set up, and I can go to File and I can save as and save it wherever I would like to save it to. Now, the when started will always be your beginning. The next thing I want you to always have, so I want you to put in your template. We're going to go down to await, and we're going to go down here, and I want you to have a 3-second wait at the beginning of every single program. And the reason is, when you hit that run button, if you have a motor that immediately turns on, or let's say you have a sensor that's pressed and the motor goes when it's pressed and you just didn't notice it, that robot just ran off your workstation. And we want to avoid that. So let's start with a 3-second wait at every beginning of every single program. And you can go back and you can hit File and then you can save it. So that would be the start. Now, for sure, since I changed my configuration over here, I would definitely want to go to left motor, and I would like to rename it lefty so I know which one's which. And then I would rename the right motor righty. because that's what I identified over here. And if you like other names, you can do Leo and Rio and things like that. All right, so let's talk about one different time that you need to add one more thing to the beginning of your program. So let's just say I had another program, and this is not how you're going to do it. I'm just going to set it here for now. And then we had our 3-second wait right there. If you are using an LED with V5, the LED will automatically turn on at the beginning of your program and not turn off. So it's a glitch. Nobody has really solved it. So there's a workaround. Turn it off in the beginning, and then it will immediately turn off, and then your normal program runs. Now, this actually is a bonus to you. So let's just say, so I'm going to add a device. I'm going to we're going to end up adding a 3-wire, and we're going to end up adding an LED. And we're just going to say it's in port A. There we go. And I do the same thing. I actually do that LED. There we go. Or you can put greeny if it's green or whatever like that. So now we have an LED over here just popped up in this violet area. All right, so because it turns on, and in a lot of programs you do not want it to be on at the beginning of your program, you need to go ahead and set it to off, always in the beginning if you are using an LED. Now, here's what's going to happen in real life. You're going to hit the run button, so you're going to, or don't hit your robot, please, but you're going to actually press play or run, and it's like a little play triangle. And when you do that, the LED will immediately turn on, because look right here in your code. It's going to start, it's going to wait 3 seconds, then turn the LED off. So this is way cool, because the LED will immediately turn on for 3 seconds and then turn off. So when it turns off, you know right then and there that your code is running, and everything underneath it will now run right after that thing turns off. So, pretty cool, right? So if you see that thing turn on and you're not in a good spot with your robot on the workstation, you better grab that puppy and turn her off. All right? So that is the beginning of every single code that your template basically for anything that has LEDs in it. And this will be your basic template just to start for anything else. And remember, if you do not have, like if you don't have a third motor, then just delete that guy for that particular program. If you don't have a claw motor, go ahead and delete that guy for that program. There's no need to have all the extra stuff over there to click through when you're trying to decide on things. So that's it and easy. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you around.